there is some growing chatter in league circles that Notre Dame running back Jeremiyah Love is in play with Arizona at the number 3 overall pick. Ideally, the Cardinals would like to find a team willing to trade up so they can acquire more picks. And there have already been exploratory calls, as one source described it, regarding the number 3 selection. But if the Cardinals hold on to their pick, some around the league believe they could pull an early draft surprise and select Love. If the Cardinals were to do that, at number 3, which is game subtraction, he would get a 4-year, $50.5 million fully guaranteed deal, the most fully guaranteed money ever given to a running back in NFL history. The $12.6 million average per year would rank 7th among running backs in the NFL. What are your thoughts on this, man? Jeremiyah going to the Cardinals.
Coach, does anyone draft running backs this high anymore?
No, I wouldn't. That's been a discussion. I'm hearing Tennessee wants to try to trade. I heard a lot of teams trying to go back in the trade back. This is a draft to me. I don't know. Let me ask you guys both a question. Is this the most bland lead up to a draft that you can remember? Like, there is no star power in this draft. Let me just say it that way. There may be some great players. Who knows, right? We're always going to get some diamonds in the rough. Quarterback class is weak. Weddle thinks 7 offensive linemen will be taken in the first round. I said 4 to 5. I think it's a wideout heavy draft. I think there's a few corners that are special. Other than that, it's pretty weak overall. Linebacker is kind of weak. There's some pass rushers, I guess. But really, what stands out in this draft? And it goes back to the last couple Heismans in college football, which 5 years ago I said, this is getting watered down to where a lot of folks aren't carrying anymore, other than the person winning the actual award. Fernando Mendoza, fairness to him, had a great job, won the Natty. That was the most blah Heisman Trophy winner I've ever watched. Like, let's be honest, just stat-wise, just numbers alone. That wasn't a normal Heisman Trophy candidate, like winning guy. It just wasn't of the years that we've seen. So I just think this is the lead up to this draft has been the weakest that I can remember. And I'm not hating on the kids. I'm just saying this is what college football has become. I think it's become so watered down. We got guys staying longer, Smitty, 25, 26, 27-year-olds now getting to the league. And then guess what they do? They retire 2-3 years in because they've played so long chasing a bag of college. Then you have guys going to 4 and 5 schools within those 5-6 years. There's no way this can sustain productivity at the NFL level. It's killing the football. It's killing the NFL product at the end of the day, which is the ultimate goal. It is killing it, in my opinion. And I think this draft is going to be one of the worst in recent history overall.
I don't know. I mean, I'll jump in real quick. So to your point, I agree that the lead up isn't as exciting and hype, and also agree with you that there aren't like any standout guys. Like you don't have the Travis Hunter, the Tyrann Mathieu. You don't have the big name like sexy, the name that pops out. It's kind of so it's boring in that sense. But I do think there's a lot of good players though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I think there's a lot of good position players in here. So I disagree with this being a bad draft. I just think it's not like exciting unless you really just watch the game and know about the players that's in here. So.
You know what it is, Steve? We don't know who the fuck they are no more. Just be honest. You don't know who these guys are, Smitty. You know why? Because we don't even know who they are at your favorite college anymore. We don't even we don't know who our players are year to year, spring to spring, roster to roster. They jump around so often. We don't really have a true fan base anymore, in my opinion. And I just don't think that – well, look at the former Heisman Trophy winners in quarterback and then compare those numbers. Fuck, boy. So anyway, I just don't think I just don't see I see mediocrity has become these fuckboys' new excellence.
Why you get mad? All he did was lay out his stats, though. It's a pretty good stat line.
It's mid. So I'm just telling you, like fucking Rick Meyer had those stats. Fuck talking about.
No, he did.
Anyway,
right. No, he really didn't.
Thank you, Steve.
Rick Meyer had those stats. An offense that was not NFL friendly.
Rick Meyer had those stats, and he was in 21 personnel in the center.
21 touchdowns and 6 picks is pretty.
Yeah,
Rick
didn't do that.
Rick Meyer had those stats. Fucking old Buddy had those stats, Smitty. Buddy,
right.
Like that's what I'm saying. We're at that level, homie. This Buddy had them stats. Fuck nobody's, homie. This is I don't know. I think the NFL's watered down as shit, man.
Your former player Latrell said it's been a bad draft for the last 3 years, and they always say the next class is better for the last 3 years. So
no, I haven't. I said the next class is getting worse. I've said it's been getting worse.
Next year is a quarterback-heavy class, which, again, you have some big names out there led by Arch Manning. And then you have Jeremiyah Smith, well, God willing, will be a top 3 pick because this will be his third and final year at Ohio State, I believe, right? So there's going to be more star power right at the top. But this is interesting because, like, if you're the Titans, you're in the top 5, right? I think the Titans, I've heard a lot of different things. I would go for an offensive lineman. You can't have Cam Ward running around for his life out there. I just saw way too many games. Look, Cam's got to do a better job of getting rid of the ball. But there are also many times he has no shot to get that pass off cleanly.
Dave, let's get back to the question at hand of Smitty. Do you draft it back this early? Is what you asked me. Like, no, I'm asking you.
I would not.
And I liked Love. He could be the steal of the draft or the best player in the draft, however you want to word it. He could be the best thing in the draft.
You know what team I think should try to maneuver to get Love?
Chiefs.
Yes, the Chiefs.
And they're at what? What are they sitting at? 13? Or no, the Rams are at 13. Where are the Chiefs? I think they're like decent. What are they? 10? Or the Cowboys are 12, I know, because I think the Cowboys are gonna move up.
You gotta take some pressure off Mahomes.
Chiefs are at 9.
9. So I knew they had 9. That's a hell of a they can move up. A lot of people are gonna jostle up, I think, Steve.
Right. Because now, if you're the Chiefs, you can say, look, step 1, part of a package, we still have a top 10 pick. And then to me, if I'm in the top 3, if I'm trading down, I got to stay in the top 10, right? So they stay. You might have to give up a second or third and a starter, but you got to start to take some pressure off of number 15.
But they did get, what's his name from the Seahawks, right? Kenneth Walker?
Oh, they did. Yeah, Kenneth Walker. You're right.
So I think the Chiefs will go. I think the Chiefs will improve the offensive line or wide out because of they don't. You never know with Rashee Rice or you never know with one of these shitbirds they have. You have Kelsey on the outside. On the way out. Yeah. Do they go
tight end?
Good tight ends in this draft. There's about I think 2 difference makers. Maybe I would say maybe they go tight end in Kansas City. They may have to go straight secondary though after losing Duffy and fucking. What's the name? The Chiefs probably go secondary, I would think, if they're still trying to build. Now, they could just go all in, Smitty, and try to get veterans and trade up their pick and try to get a couple key veterans since Andy's on his way out, probably, at least on his over the hill as far as going. He's probably on his way out more than he is staying 10 more years. So I think he's going to stay, try to win this thing again. I think you probably got to go get some veterans other than some unknown commodities in college in a draft that we may agree isn't the greatest. So I don't know. This guy, the chief insider here, fucking nobody that's not even a member. He's gonna get cornered, which I just said. No, thanks. Here's Smitty. I don't know if this draft though, if you can afford to re-sign a back in 3 years, Steve, and pay him big money when I can just draft another rookie. See, that's the problem. You can't afford. I just can't draft these guys that early.
There's certain guys that have been worth it, like a Saquon Barkley.
Yeah,
there are outliers.
Jameer
Gibbs. I remember when Jameer Gibbs got drafted. I think at number 12, everyone ripped Brad Holmes. I was one of the few guys that I kind of like that pick.
Yep.
You got to pair him with the physical guy like they did with Montgomery. And look, the thing about Love is I get the sense he's going to be used in the throw game, right? So but just to switch a little bit, the team that's most interesting is the Bengals. Don't they have 5-10 now?
No, the Giants have 5-10.
The Giants. Okay, so the Giants was 5-10. Ooh, they're the story of the first round for me. I think they can go.
Me too. I think that was a win-win for Sexy Dexy. Because rumors that I've heard from New York buddies, former players of mine, saying that he really don't work too hard Monday through Saturday. And the question is for Cincinnati, are you getting production or a name? That's the question in Cincy.
Well, coach, though, he's good, though.
Oh, he's great. I think he's a top 5 D tackle. My point is, like, maybe Harbaugh is trying to instill his own way of doing things. He's got Zay Flowers doing podcasts talking about they're too fucking hard on him. So maybe he's saying, if you're not all in here, I need to get rid of you. No offense, no issue. Go ahead and go to Cincy. We're going to go with my guys. And I think I've heard rumors, and I think it's going to happen. I think Thibodeau's next. I think Thibodeau gets shopped on draft day. I think so, man, to be honest, because he was a high pick. He was in Jermaine's draft. He was what, fifth off the board that year? Fifth or sixth off the board. I don't know what he was. And I don't know if he's lived up to the billing, and he's got a little injury history a little bit. I think Harbaugh starts over there because he's got a great. They got what's his name last year, Abdul Carter. You got the young talent on that defense. I think is set. I think they are the Patriots of what Vrabel did last year. I think the Giants have the opportunity this year with Harbaugh with that young talent on offense, Scatterboo and Jackson and all that stuff. Neighbors is healthy. I think the Giants have a roster that can do some things in the East, and I don't think the East is as strong as they've been, Steve.
Yeah.
The Giants, I just, the thing about Jackson Dart, coach, the way he plays football, he's going to be a constant injury. That's the way he plays.
It's fun to watch, but he's reckless, yeah.
He is. He's a wild Bronco out there.
Yeah. Now, the Bengals.
Oh, okay.
No, go ahead, Sam. Where did the Bengals drop to? Because I'm just saying, because Love fits the Bengals more than anybody. But I don't know if they can get him.
Line help though. They got.
Yeah, they need. Yeah, they re-signed Orlando Brown. Hopefully, he can stay upright. Like, listen, we all talk about the Bengals O line. I was looking up some stats. They fucking were top 7 in the least amount of sacks given up though. So we could say that the guy's hurt and all that. And I know Smitty will go to our eyes work and he's rushed and he's pressured.
Analytics.
But at the end of the day, though, I'm just saying numbers wise, they didn't give up as many sacks as we think because we always are used to seeing Burrow on his ass getting hurt. Maybe Burrow, if you did it what Flacco did, get the fucking ball out earlier. I'm just saying.
Real quick before Steve has to bounce here, ESPN ranked their top 10 QBs heading into the 2026
Oh, what
season.
a farce.
Yeah, I want you to react and debate. Come on.
Wait, what is this?
Top 10 college football quarterback list.
Guys, who's missing here? Who's missing here?
I don't see the brother with the Mexican name.
I mean, Mensa's not on the list. Mr. 45 points a game, Steve.
Okay, now here's the issue. I don't actually have an argument with the top 3. What is this fascination with Golden Arch Manning? What is the fascination with this guy?
With Arch?
Yes.
Did you watch the back half of last season, Steve? Are you kidding me? After that Florida second half and on, he was balling out. His shoulder got back healthy against Michigan in the bowl game. Stop, Steve.
I'm with Steve.
Smitty.
And it's telling. Go ahead.
He set a low bar for himself that he raised. Let's not act like he was his uncle here.
Hold on. Let's watch. Let me look at this. Can you bring up the full picture of the top 10 again?
I mean, God.
I don't even know these guys.
You know CJ Carr, Julian Sand, Trinidad. Come on, homie. That's what you do.
First,
I don't know CJ Carr.
I don't know these other guys. Byron Brown, great product of that system, and he's out Auburn now.
USF, yep.
He's not better than.
I don't even know these guys. These are fucking nobodies. Here's the thing. Let me ask you something, Steve. If Manning is number 1 on every fucking buddy's board, how is he 4th
coming into the season?
But he's number 1 right now if he goes out. Like, the shit don't match up. The shit don't match up.
They're projecting as far as, again, Jimmy, you always educate me. You say it's a difference between how you'll perform in the NFL and how good you are. It's a different game. You always tell me that.
You are right, Smitty, because Mensa, he doesn't have the great NFL measurables. I think he's an excellent college quarterback, especially in the system that Shannon Dawson runs. He's a better fit than Carson Beck. He's got a smooth, quick release. He can extend plays, but he may never be a top 10 pick. But some of these guys, there's at least 4 guys at least 4, if not 5 or 6 guys I would take over Mensa based on college play. That's what I'm saying. Not about who's going to be drafted.
I'm going to watch these guys closely this year. Dante's big arm, big talent. Saw him at UCLA, saw him in high school. I don't know if he translates. I got to see him move on. The Westmaker kid is a non-scholarship kid. His coach found him, and he's made a lot of quarterbacks great, by the way. Took him to Oklahoma State with him. Took him there. He's great in the system. I want to see if he's really the guy.
Low release. He's got a little bit of a quick, but it's a low release.
3/4. I had a 3/4 too. As long as he's tall enough, Drew Bledsoe, he can get it done. Kurt Warner. I mean, we've had some short 3-quarter release guys before. CJ Star.
I mean, he's in a great system, but I didn't think like, wow, that's the next Caleb Williams either.
Maiava, to me, makes too many critical errors when it's too many layups to be had that he misses. Just watching him, Chambliss is just an anomaly in college football right now. He's a guy that he's the +1 guy. He evens out the defense by meaning I have to defend 11 guys on offense.
Yeah.
A lot of other guys on that list, you don't have to defend true 11. You can defend 10 guys with 11. Against him, you got to defend 11.
Smitty, and I'm not trying to knock the guy, but this is a fact. Someone pointed this out to me on my Twitter thread when I talked about this. Julian, you know what I'm saying? You know, in the top 3 games, the Ohio State offense never scored more than 21 points.
Yep.
You right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know why they got him that high, actually. That's a good point.
And
you know what I'm saying?
He had Darnell Tate, Jeremiyah Smith. He had some weapons out there. He had a good tight end.
I hear what you're saying.
Think about the talent they got over there. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
A lot of talent.
But just keep this. Just log this. Log this top 10.
And let's see how we're going to flip it back like in October. We're going to compare the real list in like October and see how, you know what I mean, how the season going.